We don't know that growth is going to happen. It's not a foregone conclusion. And so one of the things that countries, I think, are going to grapple with, which is what CEOs of businesses have had to grapple with for a long time, is that you have to get all of the pieces lined up and everybody pointing in the same direction.
The new emphasis on crypto and cryptocurrency. Now at BNY, you have put an emphasis into that in recent years, with all the challenges that come with it. Do you see that as being a good growth area as we work out the machinations of regulation?
We're investing in it because we think it can be interesting. We think the opportunity for the technology, the smart contracts, the ability to make financial markets more efficient, that's exciting. But AI is exciting too. And so it's not the only innovation that we've got to keep an eye on.
The plus and the minus of your job is you're the CEO. And therefore the buck stops with you. That's both the good and the bad in a sense, because it means I get to throw, you can't say it's above my pay grade. The change on things like social policies, DEI and the like, that we've seen many companies reversing DEI initiatives, policies, procedures. What are you going to do at BNY?
Our objective is not to try to dictate social policy in the US. We have elected officials who get to be able to steer the country forward. What we're doing is steering our company and doing it in a way where we've got the whole team part of that journey and excited about it.
But when we've had a last, goodness knows how many years, of companies adding specific HR policies, specific rules. And I over breakfast this morning, I read the EO on DEI, to forgive all the abbreviations. And I read it, and it's quite clear what the elected officials are now going to do. But individual corporations now have to decide what they want to do in terms of the policies put forward.
But what's a corporate purpose for us? It's to ultimately be able to do an amazing job for our clients.
Right.
Be able to generate the return for our shareholders and do it in a way where our team is excited about the mission. And so if you're going to be a great company, you've got to have a great team and you've got to have the team be excited. And so that's what we're doing. We're creating a culture inside the company where people want to belong.
Hours worked, monitoring that for younger staff?
Of course, we want to make sure that people come into the office most of the time, but we also want balance. At the end of the year, we did 2 weeks of recharge. We encouraged our people not to work from the office for 2 weeks. We encouraged them to be able to have a better vacation or have a better quality of life with friends and family over the holiday. Yes, we want them to work super intensely during the year, but we also want them to be able to have a balance and be able to recharge at the end of the year. That's been very popular with our people.
I'm sure it has. Right. Time to go to the board. First of all, you get to choose the colour.
I'm a blue guy.
What's your one word to describe the next 4 years as we go into it with a new administration in Washington?
Well, look, I think it's inherent on us as leaders to try to be a little bit optimistic about the world. So maybe my backup word would be optimism. But at the end of the day, what is the thing that powers everything else that we need in order to be able to pay for the other things that we want as we bring everybody along on the journey? It's growth.